with Christine, one of my beautiful, beautiful clients that I've had for quite some time, huh?
12 years.
12 years, yes. So we wanted to do this makeup tutorial because lots of you are going to go back to the office or kind of doing a hybrid. And you might be like, dear Christine, where it's been a hot minute, as you would say, before you've been, like getting ready to go into the office. So Christine, let's talk a little bit about kind of like what your scenario was for the past year and, a bit of how that worked.
So I live in Atlanta and I work for a large company. And so we went home permanently March 11th of last year, and we have not been back to the office. We're planning on returning on September 13th of this year. So it will be a year and a half, almost to the day, that we've all been together in the office. I, work from home every day, which means I start working at like 6 a.m. because you can. And so I'm usually in my pajamas for a little bit, and then I put on a shirt, maybe some workout clothes, but certainly not like real pants or real clothes, and certainly not makeup. So if I wear mascara, everybody notices and like thinks I look incredible. So yeah, I don't really even remember how to do my makeup. So that's why I'm here.
Yes. So I want you to stand up because she wore a perfect shirt, and hopefully people can see this. Yes, this is her at home working shirt, yes, which is very apropos for our life that we've had for the past, year and some odd.
Yes, I probably was a social distancing expert before it was cool, but yes, I'm certainly an expert now.
Okay, so then let's talk about a couple of things. So some of you are going to be, some of you are probably either going maybe back into the office. I know with Christine, she's been a client of mine for quite some time. And she also has, a whole bunch of, we've done her makeup several times, and this is so fun because she brought with her some of these old face charts that we actually do. And so this is awesome. Like so Christine is the kind of client that I actually love because she comes in, I teach her a look, and you duplicate the look. She's got all of her goodies. She follows the routine until we do something new. So that's kind of what we're known for here at Studio CARA.
I absolutely know nothing about makeup unless Leslie has taught me.
And so when I first met Christine, you were in politics, working in Tallahassee, very different from what the job is now. So we're also kind of switching it up a little bit. Yeah. Share with the audience what you were telling me about when you came in your first time and then went to Tallahassee.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this was probably 2011. I got my makeup done for the first time, and, Leslie taught me how to do it. And I literally, here's my sheet from the first time I did it. It's like falling apart because it's 10 years old, but I went to Tallahassee for session and had never, put it on before. And so I spent an hour with that sheet in a hotel in Tallahassee, putting on my makeup and figuring out, like wiping it off because I did it wrong. I finally got it right. And I went to the Capitol and I told Leslie, you would have thought that I was like a supermodel. People thought I looked so good just from the makeup. So I told Leslie if she could just recreate that feeling where I felt so good and everybody thought I looked so good, that would be amazing, because I haven't seen people in a year and a half. So I would really like to go back to the office and people say, you look great. Not like, oh. Quarantine wasn't good to you.
Okay, so we're going to do, let me see here. Sorry, we've got that. We're just trying to check and see.
Okay, so we're going to
hold on. Sorry, one second, guys.
Sorry.
There you go.
think everybody is used to technical difficulties. at
Yes,
this point
there's
in their
always,
life.
yeah, Facebook kind of switched up some of these things, so, if you have some questions or want to, if you have any comments and things like that, we're going to watch the feed as well, and you can probably watch it over here. So we can, try to answer any questions, but, so there's a couple of things that I wanted to share with you that are going to be, fantastic tips that can help you. So the first thing with Christine, so I already worked on a look over here that is, she wanted to do like a 15, you gave me 15 minutes, right? You're like, okay, 15 minutes, I'm like with hair and makeup. She's like, no, just makeup. So, so that's good. 10, 15 minutes, awesome. You can definitely do a beautiful look in that amount of time. Now, one of the things that we were talking about that we want to kind of refresh, and so she has a whole bunch of products in here. So one thing, if you haven't done your makeup in a long time, okay, I'm gonna call her out right now.
You can totally shame me. I know this is not surprising to you.
So this is what her brush looks like and the color, and this is kind of what our sanitized brush looks
Supposed to look like.
right? So one thing is give all of your brushes a bath. Really wash them, clean them, they need some love. Because there's so much built up bacteria and all this other mess in there. So that's one of the things that you really kind of want to make sure that that is nice and clean. And if you need some new brushes because all the bristles are falling out, then this is the time to replenish. By the way, all of you that are watching this, this video right now, the live right now, we have it's called Work 15. So anything that you see that you might want to buy, you can go to caracosmetics.com, all caps, Work 15, and you get 15% off of everything. So yeah, there you go, right?
Okay.
So, but one of the things that we were doing with Christine was that she was telling me how dry her skin is. And she lives in Atlanta and it gets even drier in the winter. Now she's been hanging out here in Florida, full on humidity. She's got a beautiful tan going on too. So, and then I started to talk to her about some of the products that she was using. She was using a really kind of a drying cleanser. So I started off with doing, and we already kind of cleansed, so for the matter of time, I'm just going to show you some makeup tips, but I incorporated our calming oil cleanser. She was using kind of like a clean and clear kind of, cleanser, and that's just going to strip your skin, and it's just going to make it even drier. So going to a beautiful, lightweight, water-soluble oil cleanser is amazing. And she was like, oh my God, I love the feeling of it.
It feels so much better.
So we added some hydration. Plus, she's at the perfect age that you can prevent and instead of having to repair. So if you can prevent and stay looking younger a lot longer, this is the time to do it. So that was number one. And then the second thing was to add a toner. And a toner, what it does is it also helps to remove any additional, makeup, any kind of residue, but it also adds minerals to the skin and it hydrates. And so you can spritz this on, or you can put it on with a little cotton pad, because she did not really know what a toner was. So this is going to be a good friend for her. And especially because I don't see her that often. So then she buys online and whatnot. So that was one thing. So that was another thing that we incorporated into that. And then the third thing was this is our Lemon Quench Super Serum. So this is a serum. And again, if you're kind of going from, because I've known you for
12 years.
Yeah. Yeah. So, a lot starts to change in 12 years.
I have aged slightly. Is that where you were going with
just
that?
a little bit, we all kind of do that. So a serum is like a superfood. It's kind of like giving your skin, you know, some vitamins, hydration, but it's also super lightweight. So, and this smells like a lemon lime pie.
Smells so good.
So, you know, it's like, so
Yeah,
this
it will
is
make you happy.
amazing. It will make you happy,
Mhm.
yes.
Mhm.
And she doesn't like that. She has beautiful skin, by the way, as you can see. She has beautiful skin. So you want to really hydrate it, nourish it, and have it not feel like it's thick and heavy.
Right.
So that's the best thing about using a more moisturizing cleanser, and then a toner, and then a serum. Serums tend to be a little bit more expensive, but as we age, really it's going to be so good to just nourish your skin with the serum. And then the last one was, now for her, because I'm going to show you with her skin, she was saying, you know, she wants something kind of quick. She already has a beautiful tan base. And so I used, and this is our Glow Savior 30. And this is a moisturizer with shimmer and a sunscreen with an SPF 30. So this is also, she says, can you make me look, you know, kind of glowy and dewy? Because I never feel like that.
Mission accomplished.
Yes, absolutely. So what I did is we put this on, and as you can see, you can even be camera ready with this. So on your Zoom call, you don't have to worry about a lot of flashback.
Ooh, that's a good, I could just, when I don't want to wear like full makeup,
Yeah,
I could just use that.
just put a little bit of
Yeah,
this
like
on.
when I'm at home still. Because
Yeah.
we're gonna do a hybrid. So I'm gonna work in the office Monday and Wednesday. I forgot to say that. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at home.
Yeah, yeah. So she's gonna be on camera as well as in the office. So your skincare routine, you want to do, that is not just going to the office. That is a daily maintenance that you want to do. So this is like your little daily maintenance that you have. So we did incorporate quite a few new things when it came to skincare. Now with her makeup, she already had a whole bunch of fabulous things. So one thing that was kind of fun that I'm going to show you, and as you can see already on this side, so I did a real minimal makeup on her because that's kind of, you know, it's work casual. But if you notice how beautiful the eyebrow looks, and that's one of the things that if you want to do a minimal makeup, having a beautiful eyebrow is going to be so, it just kind of polishes up your look. So this is our brow pencil, and it's in sable, the color. And you want to, so what I'm doing is just kind of adding a little bit of color and filling in maybe in those little spots that, and then when I do, it has a little brush on the side. So I kind of add the color and then brush it in. By the way, it is pouring right now here in Florida. So you're probably seeing a change of light. It was nice and sunny and pretty, and now it just
like
started.
10 minutes ago.
Yes. And so I'm adding a bit to the brow because, you know, beautiful, beautiful brows are very in, and that just kind of like opens up the eye quite a bit. Can you expand that window for me? Awesome, good. Okay, so back to work. I mean, how many people are feeling, I'd love to know how many of you have been in pajamas. You've got to share the story also about your interview.
So I had an interview for a different job at my same company. They very much encourage moving around like that. And so I put on a nice, you know, floral top because it was somebody that I kind of knew. So I didn't want to wear like a suit because that was going to be overkill for a Zoom interview within the company. So I had this nice floral top on, and then actually these tie-dye leggings, which here, I'll just show you just so you can, well, no, I can't put my leg on. There you go. So they were definitely didn't match. It was very obvious they didn't match. And my dogs were going crazy during this interview in the other room, to the point where I was like, is someone robbing my house right now? Like, that's how crazy they were going. And under normal circumstances, I would have gotten up and gone to check on them, but I couldn't because it was so clear that my outfit didn't match, that I wasn't wearing real pants, that I had to just let the dogs bark for 30 minutes during the interview. So that's a tip. Definitely, at least wear black leggings if you don't want to wear real pants, so it's not so obvious you aren't fully dressed.
Yeah. So that happens and so often, right? Because you're not ready. You're not ready. You're kind of like, okay, let me do that. Or one of the things that you were saying also was that you would kind of get ready in stages, like throughout the day.
And that's why I was telling Leslie, this is a great like trial run to do my hair and makeup, you know, all at once, because I mean, so many of us, like I might do my hair first thing in the morning because I shower, but then, I mean, I'm not gonna put on makeup till I have to. So I might put it on at lunchtime. You know, I haven't done the like, get up at 6 a.m., do my hair and makeup and be out of the, you know, house by 7 in a year and a half. So I'm gonna have to do some trials. So this is good. This is reminding me how to do my makeup. Which that's step one.
Yeah, and so you kind of like getting back into that routine.
Exactly.
And you're gonna have to practice it a little bit, and also checking your products. So that was another thing that I wanted you to also check is how old are some of these things?
Yes. And she's silently judging right now because a lot of mine are old.
This one looks pretty good, and this is actually concealer. I love concealer, for those of you that know me. We're going to put, so we did the glow savior, which you can see just gives her skin like that really pretty glow. And then I'm going to do some concealer. I like to take the concealer through here, also into that inner corner, and blend that out. And take it into that inner corner, because a lot of times we have really some darkness or just that shadow that kind of, you know, tends to hide there. And also, you know, this is a nice little tip for men too. Putting a little concealer on, I know no one needs to know, trust me. But just putting a little bit on, you just kind of look like you're a bit younger. And that's kind of the name of the game there. So we put some of that on just to kind of brighten up the eye. So concealer, most definitely love using brushes with that. And then the next thing was with Christine, she has our Mineral Compact. And this is like a powder foundation as well. And since she's tan, now she has 2 different shades with this.
Summer and winter.
Summer and winter shade. This can be a powder and a foundation all in one. So I did use a little bit of this because also, and this is actually something I do use for men too, is like news anchors and because it doesn't look like makeup, but it'll even out your skin tone a little bit. Now, she was using it with her little dirty brush. So, so we're using the cleaner brush now.
So how often should I change my makeup? Like what's the expiration date on makeup?
On makeup? Okay, so
I have no idea.
Powders will last you a little longer than creams. So that's why with creams, you usually no more than a year, I would say, or like liquid foundations. And especially, I'm going to give you a tip. If any of you are thinking, you know, if you're getting peels, if you're getting things that are a little bit more invasive, if you're getting any kind of surgery, anything like that, toss your makeup and get fresh makeup, because your skin is super vulnerable at that point. And now, not a superficial peel, but if you're getting like, you know, some laser treatments, things like that, our skin has, you know, protection, so it won't necessarily get contaminated, you know, with like your regular germs. But when your skin has been compromised, now you're putting things that are contaminated, and what can happen is you can get, I've seen clients that have gotten infections, they've gotten all kinds of milia around the eyes, and you're spending all this money on looking good, and don't risk it and get some fresh makeup. So super important. I know a lot of people that are seeing themselves on Zoom are definitely doing
Yeah,
some little
I'd like to
special.
tighten my neck.
They're getting some enhancements lately. So these are some of the things that don't put your dirty makeup right back on your vulnerable skin. So I'm just brushing this on her face and down into the neck a little bit, because we're always, when you're in the sun, you're always a little bit lighter, like right around here. So you kind of want to blend that down. And so that is the foundation and concealer. So you can see here, all right. So now we have our eyebrow as well. So you've got your brows, you've got, you're kind of set. Now we're going to go into the eyes. So one thing is you want to use a little eye primer, and that's going to help your eyeshadow to set. And it also, if you have, you know, like she's got some little veins right here, that'll help with evening out your eye, like the
Lid.
the lid, yeah. And any kind of little, you know, little veiny things right there
Yeah.
going on.
Sometimes mine are red too. I don't know if they are right this second, but.
Not really, not terribly. Yeah. And, oh, okay. So you can see it just kind of evens it out. And then the next, what I did is I love, this color is called Congo. And this is actually like a blush and a, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, there we go. Get past the little light there. But
Yeah, I'm not sure that passes the expiration date test.
yeah, I was gonna say this, she might have had this color for quite some time.
That might be an OG color. Might need to update that.
So I actually put some of this on her eye.
Oh,
Yeah, I took Congo and I added some of this right onto the lid. Right now it is, you know, the last day of June. So we're going into the summer. So something a little fresh, kind of fun, some color is beautiful.
I have Lonnie Youngman and Cindy saying hello.
Hello, beautiful ladies. How are you? So this is, I love the, just kind of giving like a fresh, shimmery, peachy color right here. And I'm hoping that, I'm gonna bring this a little bit closer so they can kind of see what's happening. Hopefully you guys can, I'll get myself out of the frame a little bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna have you, there we go. Help out there a tiny bit. Yeah, she'll help me. She'll help us here. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's keep that one over. Yes, now you guys can see a little better. So this is Congo, and I'm taking this onto the lid and right here. I love it with her bronzy skin. So I'm gonna take that right there. Actually, yeah, let's. There we go. Okay, the next shade that I'm going to use, she has this whole little collection of colors, and that's one of the things that we also do is we customize the foundation. So you can kind of see already on this eye that I did. I used for the Congo, just the eyeshadow brush, the number 5. And the next step that I'm going to do is I'm using the number 15, which is more of a crease color. And this one, she likes this one. It's called Madrid.
I do like that one, and that's like, I think that's like the 3rd or 4th one that I.
Wow, yeah, this is a staple, and I love this. This color Madrid is like that transition, nice. You know, you can just kind of use it on brows, on eyes liner, like a soft liner. So I'm giving her a little bit more depth with Madrid. So one thing is, you know, you kind of look at, okay, what do I have? You could also, you know, it's at the studio, you can come in, bring all your stuff. We give you a lesson, see what works for you, maybe create a brand new palette that we can customize and put all the colors that you need in there. So I love that. And then you don't have to have a whole bunch of different things. You have everything all in one place. And so here we go. You want to look into the camera for me? So you kind of see how the eye is starting to shape. Her brows are already framing the eye. And it's just easy, you know, so you can build as much as you want. I'm just taking that and blending it back and forth. Very easy. And then the next shade that I'm adding is going to be, it's called Madras. So these are all very nudie kind of sun-kissed tones as well. And I'm going to go back to my number 5.
Are all your colors locations, like
Yes.
places in the world?
They are places in the
I
world
love
that we all need to travel to.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think some of them might not even exist anymore. It's funny, when I started the line, I had this old,
Madras might not.
Hmm?
Right? Isn't it an Indian one?
yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they changed all the names of them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I
right.
totally
No,
interrupted you.
no. But I was gonna say, so I started off naming a lot of the shadows with a beautiful glass of wine and this very vintage atlas.
Oh, that's so
From
fun. I didn't know
my,
that.
yes, so there was IFNI, and there were these places,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
have
that
IFNI.
sounds super cool. Have no idea where it is, and it probably doesn't exist anymore, like Burma, you know.
Oh, so it
places like-
really doesn't, because it was an old atlas.
Yes.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was like this 1940s atlas or
I
something.
love that. I didn't know
See what happens?
that.
You just get really creative.
I love it.
So Madras is gonna be, so just those 3 colors right there. And then adding just a light, just a little bit of a light liner on the top of the eye. That's, you know, she has beautiful lashes too. So, and again, she gets to wear, you know, she gets to wear jeans to work. So it's not like you're, you know, gonna go full on.
I don't have to wear suits anymore.
No. And so I'm using, and what did I do with this little guy? Okay. A little brush here. Number 13, which is a little somewhere, but I'll use actually the 24, which you can use also. It's just a little flat liner brush, and just take it right there. Right along the lash line. It's going to be super easy. And you want to touch it this way, tiny bit. And so this is going to just kind of give the lashes a little bit of thickness. So Christine, what are some of the challenges that you had with, you know, like when you would see yourself on Zoom? Like, did you kind of have to?
I hate seeing myself on Zoom. First of all, the camera does add 10 pounds. I can't remember who I was telling this to, but I didn't get a ring light until like a week ago, which was silly because it's like a complete game changer to have a ring light, because I was always trying to figure out the lighting, and depending on the time of day, I was moving my camera and doing this a lot. Yeah, it just,
I never told you about the camera ready set course that I have. So
No.
I'm putting you in that next one right there.
I need it.
Yeah.
I need it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
August. It's starting in August. So we're doing the next one.
There you go. But yes, you also see a lot of blemishes that you didn't know you had. Especially, I mean, I never wear makeup on camera, which is also probably not something I should do or say out loud. But
Well, you know what's funny too is that especially depending on, you know, the camera and all that, but you start to like, it's exacerbated the imperfections of your skin.
Totally.
And so that's why,
close.
yes, that's why having a routine and having certain products that are gonna be camera ready, that are gonna make your skin nice and smooth
Mhm.
are so helpful, so you don't look washed out too.
Yeah, I love it.
Mhm. Yes. So then the next thing that I did was we're gonna do a little bit of lash thickener and mascara. So I'm gonna have her actually turn around in just a second and do that because she's an expert at it.
It's the only thing I knew how to do. before.
And then I'm going to put a little bit of blush. Now, this is Bimini, so it's gonna give her some color. She's got great cheekbones as well. I will show you, if you're gonna be on camera, just to do a little tiny bit of contour as well.
Oh.
Yeah. So. I'm gonna do, so just, and again, I kind of build my blush up. So with Bimini, you know, I kind of do like a soft, little swirly kind of look there. And it just, you know, you can kind of build as much as you want. And as you can see, probably has a little bit more color on one side than the other. So you want to even it out, but I love her cheekbones. She has a natural, she has a natural contour to her face, right?
Oh, yeah.
Really strong jawline, which is great, keeps it very youthful. And then you can use a little bit. So here are, of course, you guys know my two favorite contour colors, London and Nagoya. I'm going to show those to you, which you've got both of them.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take the little tip of this angle brush, okay? And this is number 2, our angle brush. I like to take the tip of that, I dip it into London, one tap into Nagoya, and go back into London. And right here is her contour. So let's give her a little bit more. And if you just kind of put it on the tip, then you're not going to get too much product. Take it up here, dip, dip, dip. You can soften up the hairline a little bit. So you'll be able to see this because I didn't do this on the other side. And you can just, as you're on camera, it's nice to define your facial features, but not in a crazy way. You do not need to go crazy. And then we can do a little bit again. And if you want to soften the jawline, you can do that right along this jawline here. If you don't want it, she's got a very square jawline. If you want it to be a little less square, then take your contour on the side instead of underneath. You want to take it right along the edge there. And it gives a little tiny bit more of an oval, you know, look.
Wow, that's so crazy.
Isn't that fun? And when you're on camera, you can kind of see it, just test it out and do. So see, this could be like, you know, your little Zoom tip. And like you were saying, that people would see you and they were like, oh, she looks like a movie star.
Yeah, there you go.
So you can test that out and it gives like a little automatic lift. And Christine has this fabulous Roman nose that she says she doesn't like, and I absolutely love. It's like her signature. And so she does not need to contour her nose at all, I feel. I think it's just perfect. But see how on this side, it's not contoured at all. And on this side, we kind of added a little bit more, more softness right there. Isn't that fun?
That is.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we're also going to do just a pretty, you know, natural type of lip color. And let's see, I'm going to add, let's see, I don't see. Can you give me, let's see, let's do I'm just gonna do Gemma, one of my faves. That's what I'm gonna do on you. And she's going to put some mascara on and put on a different top. So she'll be camera ready for us. And also I would love to, let's see here. We're gonna share with you some of these products as well. Oh, there's my little brush. Okay, there we go. So it's funny with Christine, so she came in with all of her goodies. You're doing pretty good, I have to say though.
All right.
I think you did pretty well. She has a little bit, she got a little too much sun.
Yes, that is true.
So she burnt her lip.
Yes.
This color Gemma is one of my favorites that I think works on
Really pretty.
every single person on the planet. I have not put this on anyone that didn't look just beautiful.
It's like the sisterhood of the traveling pants. Whatever.
It does. So that's just a beautiful. I love that. Very fun. So I'm gonna have you turn around and do your little
Right.
lash curl.
Yes.
Yeah, right there. There you go. So curling your lashes is also a great tip to kind of just open up your eye. And as you can see.
And honestly, I hadn't curled them in so long. I feel like I'm gonna have to like curl them every day because they're so straight after a year and a half.
Yeah, yeah.
I gotta train
Cur-
my.
Curling your lashes, I have a much heavier eyelid. She's got a really beautiful eyelid. So when you curl your lashes and then put your mascara, even put like a couple of coats of mascara, that just kind of opens up your eyes. So it definitely helps. Then our lash thickener is fabulous.
This is amazing.
I love it. And that is a great.
Do you put it on the bottom?
I don't, no,
Okay, I don't
I just
either. I
put
just
it
wanted to
on
make
the
sure I
top,
was
so you put a coat of that on the top, you're gonna let it dry a little bit. And then she's gonna put on her mascara and
I definitely need some new mascara.
a little
This is
new mascara.
For sure 2 years old, which is. rough.
Yeah, so okay, so let's talk about this. So you want to dispose of your mascara, usually it's about 90 days, maybe 6 months. You should, if you're putting it on every day, it pretty much is going to, you're going to use it up. So make sure that that's not an old mascara that you have. It'll tend to get clumpy a little bit too. The next thing is, concealers, anything that's kind of creamy. If you've had it for a year, you probably want to toss it, get something fresh. Especially if you don't have, if you see that it's not even going on, then that's another sign that you want to do.
And the beauty right now is if you haven't used it in quarantine, you know it's bad. It's like a built-in expiration, like
Yeah.
you know when you bought it.
There you go. There you go. So if you haven't used it during quarantine,
Yeah.
then you know it's old.
Right.
Yes.
Your tip on mascara is awesome too. The like wiggle.
Yes. So when you're applying your mascara, you're going to put the wand right at the base of the lash line. And as you put it on, just kind of wiggle it and it kind of thickens up within the lashes. And that really, and then just, spend a little bit of time. If you're not going to do much liner as well. So look at that. Fun. Yeah. Look at her. She's
so much better.
She's so perky. I love it. So Christine, I'm gonna have you I'm gonna have you change. Put a shirt on so we can see what she's looking like. Do we have any questions from anybody? So I'm gonna show you guys, I'm just gonna kind of recap a couple of the colors while I'm here. And so Christine had all of these, she had her little, it's so fun. Like she came in with her little pack, her little lily box. And one of the things that she had was, one of our Create palettes. And so can I get one of the new ones so they can see, or the Caribbean one? So we have a brand new palette, which is even better than the one that we had before. But these are refillable. So for someone like her, she is busy, she's traveling, she's fast, she has no time to waste.
I also am not good at it, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. And so with this look, of course, I've been talking a lot and whatnot, but with this look, like you can have everything together. So now we have a palette where you can put you can put your highlight, contour, your blush, and then you can have 9 shadows. Yes.
Oh.
So I love this. So now we can kind of customize and you can pop them out. You can put your eye primer in there if you also want to. And then it closes up, and this one just happens to be our Caribbean palette, which we're focusing on. Oh yeah, okay, here she is. You have to see the final look. Christine, you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yes,
Much
yes.
better.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have you get a little closer to the camera so they can kind of see your look. Yeah, so this is easy for you to duplicate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I like that it's very natural. Like I'm not a lot of,
Uh-huh.
I don't want to look like a news anchor. You know what I mean? In real life.
Yeah, no, it's on her.
I love it.
So yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. The blue is super fun. She's totally camera ready. She's ready for work as well, right?
Yeah, ready to see
And-
people.
Yeah. So there we go. Atlanta, here you come.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really do look like a new person.
You do. So this is going back to work. Call us at Studio CARA. Go to studiocara.com, go to caracosmetics.com, go to camerareadyset.com. Like there's all kinds of stuff that we can help you to just, if you want to up level your look. Another thing is if you're looking for a new job, you want to not be wearing crazy pants, and because you
I
need
don't
to
recommend.
Yes. So between getting a fresh look, or again, like Christine, she is in a company that it's endless, the opportunities. So you hop on to your next Zoom call looking like this, and you're going to be noticed for sure, right?
I hope so.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
gonna scare my boss this afternoon with looking good.
Yeah.
He's not gonna know what to do.
I know. They're going to be like, Florida suits you well. Now get back over here.
Exactly.
The fun is over.
Yeah.
No, it just begun. So thank you so much for watching. This has been fantastic. I love it. You look
Yes,
so beautiful.
me
This
too.
has been
Thank
fun.
you. Yes. Always.
Yeah. Yes. And so join us and let us help you make a very simple, on brand, and like for you, you're no longer in politics and suits and all of this, so something refreshed. So bye, thanks.